rolled over the wall. That would have been bad. And somehow, I don't even know how. I Hey guys, we're back with another video, and this time I'm just doing some more ranked, but I'm in a 3-man party with the 2 other ninjas, and we're up against some good players this time, and I'm trying out Jungle Tony this time. I haven't played him much since he got nerfed a couple patches ago, but he's been okay lately, so I decided I'd give him a shot again. So right now, I'm just going to mid lane, putting down vision. And right now, just going to clear mid lane. And they actually got a Churn Walker through draft, which is going to be super annoying the entire time. So right now we're just last hitting the minions. Now I'm just going to go to their CP buff. Like normal. Put down some vision to make sure our Lance isn't going to come and try and steal it. And I'll just give it to my mid laner. I knew that there's people down here, and I really kind of did screw that up. That was why I tried to... 1 second. I actually took a lot of damage there. That wasn't really a good trade. Lyra is still really weak at level 1. So now we're just going to go and clear our jungle. That's about it for now. And Adagio and Lance are putting a lot of pressure on this Lyra right now. They can't really do much just because Adagio has such a strong early game. If you pick an Adagio and you start off going CP or weapon, you always want to try and pressure the enemy laner. Just because Adagio has a really big range, and he's really strong too. He does a lot of damage. So now I'm just recalling. Gonna go and shop before the CP buffs come up again. Just going for a pulse wave first. On Tony, you can go for a weapon power item if you want to. But in this case, I thought I'd just try and protect my carries more and not go weapon power. So I just straight up go for my pulse wave first. And over here, I'm just trying to get the Lance to back off so we get more vision control. So now I just go and clear the vision. Also, Adagio has a lot of sustain just because he could just heal himself over and over. So for now, this Lance is just being super annoying. And I decided to go in on this guy. And we were able to get the kill just because I had Dragon's Blood Contract. And Dragon's Blood Contract is really overpowered. You get such a big slow. And I'm not sure, but I think that it gives a big burst of energy. So over here, we need to get our Lyra to come over here to help us last hit it. But instead, she almost dies there. And now she has to back off. She's going to have to back off all the way. I have to back off too now. Just because they have so much of a stronger early game for now. So over here, Kinetic died in bottom lane. So I'm just gonna grabbing the minions that he's gonna miss. Just gonna push the lane. I just wanted to get this big minion first before I went to clear my jungle. So right now we're just clearing our jungle like normal. And I kind of need the healer here, but Kinetic takes it. So I'm kind of annoyed. Because, I mean, I already gave Kinetic all the gold oaks. I kind of wanted a healer. So over here, we're just trying to push turret now. And we just run across Crumpjaw. So we go on to him. And since Tony has a lot of stuns and can pull people back, it's so easy to catch people out. So now over here, I go and help our Lyra. And we kind of like pin the Adagio in. And he kind of dies. And over here, we get the Lance too. So now we just go back to his healer, and I make sure to ping before to make sure that I get it. Since I didn't want to have to recall. And if I wanted to fight again soon, then I didn't want to go all the way back. This Churnwalker was really far out over here. I don't think he knew that I was going to rotate up, but he still survived somehow. And now we just go back to our CP buff. And we just grab it really quickly. Excuse me. So I see bottom lane's getting collapsed on. And I'm not exactly sure what he's doing. He's like trying his best to dodge skill shots, I guess. Oh my god, that looks so weird. And I don't know what just happened right there. That's really confusing. I just teleported like halfway across the map. Which is so annoying. So over here, we're just trying to grab the minions that the Kinetic's gonna miss. And just make sure that they can't get turret already. So over here, I just keep him from recalling just to waste his time. And I need to go back to my jungle now. Just because Kinetic's taking it. So you're able to grab this. And now we're going to mid lane to try to save our Ornn. He was kind of like trying to bait him, sort of. So actually, I get stunned out of my B by the Churnwalker ultimate. So I actually did not get my taunt off. And over here, I'm just trying to get away, but I get hooked by the Churnwalker. That kills me. So over here, Kinetic's kind of just grabbing their jungle for now. He can't 1v3 yet though, so he kind of has to back off. And also our mid laner died again, so we're over here. We're already a little bit far behind now. So over here, we see that they're all split up, and I'm able to get a really good taunt on them, so they all get stuck over there. But the Churnwalker He tries to use his ultimate to get away, but he stayed for too long, pretty much. So now, since 4 of them are dead, we decide that we're right next to Ghostwing, so we might as well just try and take it. And I don't know really what just happened. I tried to taunt the Grumpjaw to make sure that he couldn't use his A to steal the Blackclaw, but I did it kind of late, and the Grumpjaw already went in. So over here, we're just taking top turret now. Just because we have minions pushed in, and they're buffed, and we do more damage to structures. We decided to do that. And now I'm just going back to mid lane, seeing what's around. See that Grumpjaw's pushing bottom turret. So I kind of just head down there to try and cut him off over here. But there's 3 of them here already, so we couldn't really do it. And over here, Lyra dies. And I tried to save him with my ultimate and my B ability, but I couldn't really save him. So over here now, we're starting to get a little bit behind. We aren't too far behind yet, but we're starting to fall behind. So now, just looking at the builds, see that might need to go for an Atlas after this Crucible, just for both the Adagio and the Gwen. So over here now, we're all going back to mid lane. And we said they're a little bit split right now because Gwen isn't with them. So we think that we could take a fight, but Lyra and Kinetic are still in lane right now. And Lyra just has a portal right into the middle of everything. And the entire time, we don't focus the Adagio. We use our Arden Gauntlet and everything, but we aren't able to do anything to the Adagio or the Gwen. And they're just both in the back lines doing so much damage. And I have to use everything to just get out alive. So now we're all super low, and we just have to back out. Because the entire time we were just focusing, we weren't able to get our stacks up pretty much. So now, I'm going for an Atlas next. And we're assuming that they're doing Ghostwing right now, which they probably are. So I start to head back into that direction. And I actually have to use my Crucible already to save Lyra. And I'm able to get a kill onto Adagio with my A, just because he was already so low. But they have Ghostwing buff now, so it probably wasn't wise to take a fight, but we assumed that we could have, just because we already had killed one of their damage dealers, which was their Adagio. So over here, Grumpjaw tries to just dive him really deep, but he misses his A ability and accidentally goes over Kinetic. So Kinetic's able to live. And we probably got more kills in that team fight then. So now we're heading towards, well, some people wanted to go towards Blackclaw to try and take it. But Lorelei and Lyra are both still in mid, just clearing their minions. So we decided that we can't. And now I'm just giving everything to my Kinetic at this point, since it's already late game. Might as well. And then we just try and poke him out. So over here now, our Lyra got really out of position and got pulled by the Churnwalker. And pretty much both the Lyra and the Kinetic got deleted. And if your two main damage carries both get deleted, you've pretty much almost always lost the team fight. So at this point, we're just trying to back off and just trying to save ourselves. And I try and stay back to save him. But I really don't have anything up to save him, or else I would have. I don't really have anything. But right now, we have top and bottom lane pushing. So no, that's pretty good for now. So we go to our CP buff to make sure that we get that and that they don't grab it. But they want to go to Blackclaw. Normally, I don't like to go for steals, just because they're so risky and there's such a high chance that you're gonna die. For example, if like Lance rolled over the wall, that would have been bad. And somehow, I don't even know how. I've watched the replay so many times, but I was never able to figure out how we got that. But somehow we do. And if anybody saw how we got that, make sure to comment that down below how we got it. So over there, I like lagged really weirdly. I went to like the other side of a turret really randomly. And now we're just pushing with this. And I tried using my ultimate to scatter them, but they have a good block over there. And we just go in now. And I'm able to get a 3-man taunt over there, which is really nice. So I use War Tread so my team can keep on chasing them. And I actually missed the Crucible on the Churnwalker ult there. I was really close, but I wasn't expecting it when I should have. So over here, the Lance tries to contest, but I just used my taunt and he's already almost dead, so we just try and end now. And somehow we turned that around with one Blackclaw steal. I thought we were going to lose that for sure just because we're getting so far behind. But somehow that steal helped us win. But looking at the builds, almost all the builds are pretty good. The Kinetics one could maybe have a Sora Blade instead. That's going to be it for this video. Make sure to like and subscribe.